Miss Morrison, Mrs. Nita Garvey, Mr. Paulwell, Mr. Phillips, Dr. Phillips, Mr. Robertson, Mr. Robinson, Mr. Samuda, Mr. Shaw, Mr. Siblist,
Here.
Mr. Slowly, Mrs. Vaz, Mr. Wheatley, Dr. Wheatley, Mr. Williams, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Wright, Mr. Henry, Mr. Davis, Mr. Green. What is Miss Smith?
Members, once again, it is my privilege to welcome us to sitting of the House today, Wednesday, the 24th of May. I'm hoping that God has been good I know God was very good to us in Trelawney South as we had torrential showers, and it was wonderful for our farmers. They're just so excited, very excited. And even in St. Anne, I'm not seeing the member from St. Anne, but I know God was good because we had wonderful showers in St. Anne and in St. Mary. So God has been truly good to a number of us. So Kingston has been having some showers because I traveled out in some showers last week when I was going home. So God has been truly good to us. And I want to welcome us all back to the sitting of this house. I want to extend a special welcome to those of us joining us online by the various social media platforms. House Leader.
Madam Speaker, the business of the House today, as I think members have been so advised, will focus around the Emergency Powers Act and the tabling of the resolution there too. And just to advise members that we continue next week our sectoral debates, and of course the speaker then will be the Minister of Local Government and Community Development, as well as the Minister without portfolio for information and the member from St. Mary Central. Yes. So, Madam Speaker, I now invite you to continue the agenda as listed.
Very well, members, we'll go through the emergency powers proclamations having been tabled. Statements by ministers.
Yes.
Announcements.
Laid on the table of the House today are the following. The Auditor General's Department certified appropriation account for head 16,000 recurring. Office of the Cabinet for the year 2021-2022. The Jamaica Gazette Supplement Proclamations, Rules and Regulations, Volume 146, dated Tuesday, May 16, 2023, number 121, in which are enclosed the emergency powers for the Parish of Clarendon Regulations 2023, under the Emergency Powers Act. The Jamaica Gazette Supplement, Proclamations, Rules and Regulations, Volume 146, dated Tuesday, May 16, 2023, number 122, entailing the Emergency Powers Parishes of St. James and Hanover Regulations 2023 under the Emergency Powers Act. Also laid on the table of the House today are the Jamaica Gazette Supplement, Proclamations, Rules and Regulations, number 146, dated Tuesday, May 16, 2023, number 119, and number 120. Under the Constitution of Jamaica.
Bills brought from the Senate, petitions, papers, reports from committees, notices of motions given orally, questions and answers to questions, motions that may be made at the commencement of public business requiring notice, motions relating to sittings of the House, motions for leave to introduce bills, presentation of bills without leave of the House first obtained, public business.
Madam Speaker, I'd just like to use the opportunity to say to the opposition and the leader of opposition business, and also to all of our parliamentary colleagues, that sometimes the exigencies of our job require us to, and the public doesn't understand that sometimes, that what legal requirements are to be here and to ensure that the business of the House is carried through, whether it is over an extended period or it is in fact a short period as it is today. So I want to thank members for breaking from a hard day's work yesterday. As I know, we have done yeoman's work in our constituencies. Several of us actually were shown in the social space and other spaces doing good work in the constituencies, and to be here today to ensure that the business of the people is carried out irrespective of the difficulty that it might endure. So, Madam Speaker, I just want to invite you now to adjourn the sitting of the House until Tuesday, May 30. Adjourn. Yeah, the sitting of the House until Tuesday, May 30 at 2 p.m. here at the George William Gordon House. As I indicated earlier, the speakers then will be the Minister of Local Government and Community Development, the Honorable Desmond McKenzie, the Minister without portfolio for Information, Honorable Nestor Morgan, and the member for St. Mary Central, Dr. Maurice Guy. May it please you, Madam Speaker.
Next week, Tuesday the 30th, yes, as indicated by the House Leader, the question before the House is that we do adjourn until next week, Tuesday, the 30th of May at 2 p.m. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. This House is now adjourned.
They are adjourning the House for an emergency meeting that is being circulated, that they're going to have an emergency meeting at Jamaica House. That's unconfirmed report that they're adjourning the House of Parliament for an emergency meeting at Jamaica House.